hope you're doing well. I was gonna go to bed. Well, I'm going to bed soon. But I thought I would read you guys a bedtime story. I got a couple of kids' books the other day, specifically to read to you guys. So let's begin. Okay? Amazing Spider-Man. Show you the pictures. Peter Parker was once an ordinary teenager until he was bitten by a radioactive spider. The bite gave Peter super strength and the amazing ability to cling to walls, just like a man-sized spider. So Peter Parker decided to become the superhero called Spider-Man. Peter Parker created a costume to wear so that no one would know he was really Spider-Man. Peter also invented web shooters that allowed him to swing through the city from building to building. Spider-Man can use his web shooters in many ways. He can make a shield for protection or a parachute to float safely to the ground. And the Spider-Man can use his web to stop bad guys in their tracks. Spider-Man also has a spider sense, which alerts him to danger. When his spidey sense starts tingling, Spider-Man knows that trouble is nearby. Some people, such as J. Jonah Jameson, publisher of the newspaper The Daily Bugle, think Spider-Man is a menace. They don't trust him because he wears a mask to hide his face. But most people know that Spider-Man is really a hero. No trouble is too big or too small for Spider-Man to handle. Because he fights bad guys, Spider-Man has made lots of enemies. Super villains are always looking for a way to get rid of the wall crawler. The Vulture wears a winged costume that doubles his strength and gives him the ability to fly. Whenever the bad bird soars into town, he causes trouble for Spider-Man. Dr. Octopus is armed and dangerous. His 4 metal tentacles are strong enough to lift trucks as if they were toys. Doc Ock would be nothing But Spider-Man thinks fast and always cleans the floor with this gritty thug. The lizard was once a doctor, but his research with lizards turned him into a half-man, half-reptile. Spider-Man needs all his amazing powers to escape the lizard's whipping tail and sharp claws. The Green Goblin commits crimes with a rocket-powered glider and a bag full of explosive pumpkin bombs. The Goblin's gloves can fire powerful electric shocks, so Spider-Man has to move fast when he faces his frightful friend or fiend. I never really remember how to pronounce that word. The world is a much safer place because Spidey keeps on swinging. Go, Spider-Man. Oh, is my refrigerator just kicked off? I remember being a child and always seeing these little images behind the story. The Amazing Spider-Man. So, I guess people like to imagine having superpowers in order to make change. I was speaking to some of my coworkers today, and we were actually talking about super characters and superpowers, and I was talking about amazing qualities of men who are able to be self-reflective, and we were saying that the seahorse, which is I think one of the only creatures, the male actually carries the baby, and something like that. Anyway, so we said the seahorse would be a new modern symbol as a superpower for males to transform. That's a metaphor, but transform from, I guess if you want to call it patriarchy, to instead of just being like workhorses, to finally have time, to create time to self-reflect on themselves and their lives instead of just go, and possibly look at the other qualities of their humanity. As women do the same and people become more human beings, and it doesn't really matter your particular gender of male or female. It's just been so glorified and capitalism especially has just taken that to the roof and capitalized on that, and poor consumers have been buying it up for I guess since World War II, really. But anyhow, going back to super qualities, a coworker of mine was saying he wouldn't mind being like a jellyfish being another symbol, something about being transparent and flexible, and I don't know, but we were actually talking today about new superpowers and super creatures. What kind of superpowers would you like if you could have any, and why? Leave a comment, and maybe next time I'll take your idea and I'll make a story about that super creature with those superpowers. They're all archetypes, all of these strengths and super qualities that we have in all of us to help ourselves and people around us in our lives and the world to keep becoming